It's your homeboy, Geo Bia, with Throwback Thursday, and also in a neighborhood near you. Right, absolutely. Definitely no curveballs that I've experienced with Lynette. The process itself, there's not as much speed bumps as I have experienced in the past before with big lenders. But of course, with Lynette, she makes it a whole lot smoother process. With that being said, Lynette, why Lynette?
Well, I think probably I would say it's the personal relationship. I really do care about the client, and that sometimes, that can play against you, but I think I have a good balance of being able to take care of the client and care about them, but also the seriousness of making sure that they don't go and pull credit and buy a new car before we close. And there's sometimes I've got to be the bad guy a little bit because they can't go spend all their money yet. But I think just knowing it and just celebrating it at the end of the day, it gets us back referrals. We've done deals where clients come back to us and they're Geo and Lynette, and that's just, we keep helping them. That's the best compliment we can get, right?
Yep, absolutely, most definitely. Moreover, you touched on a great point there. We go under contract, the seller accepts our offer, it's a very strong offer, then the buyer decides to start popping champagne bottles, celebrating. Sometimes buyers aren't aware that they shouldn't pull any additional credit or start financing furniture or buying a new car. That's not a good idea, right?
It's not a good idea, and it's important that they know that from the beginning. You never want to, well, I didn't know. From the beginning, they'll get videos from us that reminds us we're not quite done yet. Make sure you don't go buy a new car or get married. If you do, talk to your lender, talk to Lynette, and make sure that, that they're doing all right, and we can go ahead and close the loan still.
Yep, absolutely. To touch on that, I don't know too much of how that takes play, but if you get married, what happens is there's some credit issues that the potential or that spouse that's being added to the loan, is that what's taking play if a deal falls apart that they married, or what's that? Can you explain that?
It's important because that is one of the questions on the application is, are you married, not married? If they're in the middle of a divorce, that can be not a good time to buy a house. There's still opportunity to do it if they're legally separated. We would require legal documents and so forth. But as far as getting married, we really would need to know that because that is part of the application process.
Right.
It could change the income if they're going for a certain program, or it could hurt them if they're in an FHA loan. We have to pull that spouse's credit, and maybe the spouse's credit isn't so great and might have additional debt that we have to add to the loan. So we'll change the dynamics of it. So it's important that you trust your lender, that we're here to do what's right. We want to make sure that you don't have any pitfalls through the process. And if you communicate, then I can help you to resolve those things.
Sweet. Your homeboy, Geo Bia,